Yeah. Yeah. Hello, dear students. Now, see the again some more applications in this class. Anyhow, we started the motional EMF, and we know motional EMF means when a moving conductor cuts the magnetic field lines, then some EMF is induced in that wire or in that rod, in that conductor, and that EMF we can call it as a motional EMF. And you know, whenever magnetic field and motion of the conductor and length of the conductor, if all parameters are perpendicular to each other, then we got a formula that we derived already. Of course, I derived in a regular general way and a vector method. So we have E is equals to BLV. Okay, when BLV all are perpendicular to each other. Okay, and in vector form we got it as, so V cross B dot L. Okay, E is equals to V bar cross B bar dot L bar. And direction, to get the direction of the induced current, I use some two rules. One is V cross B rule. Okay, so put your hand, right hand, all the fingers are along V, means motion, and this shows B, and this one will give the direction of the induced current. Okay, V cross B will give direction of induced current. Otherwise, you can follow Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule. See, stretch the right hand like this, and this one is represents direction of magnetic field. Okay, and motion of the conductor. This finger will give direction of the induced current. Okay, so see one more example. So try to identify the direction of the induced current. Or see, I am giving one more problem to you. Just you practice it now. See, there is a inward magnetic field, and see the rod. I think the same model is covered in the last class, but once again you see, this is L, and the rod moves with a speed V. Rod moves with a speed V by making something angle theta. Then identify write the equation. Find induced EMF here. So the B is into the board. B is into the board. Now the rod is moving like this. Okay, so here fingers V, inside is B, V cross B. So this will give the direction of the induced current. Actually, direction of V cross B. That V cross B gives direction of induced current. Or otherwise, resolve that velocity into some components. See the last problem. Just again, I am going to start with last problem only. Maybe I have taken some angle. So here I have taken theta. So that is not a problem. Resolve this V into some components. So this is V cos theta, and this is V sin theta, already covered, V sin theta. And observe this V cos theta and L, these are parallel. Out of three vectors, if any two vectors are parallel, then EMF is 0. In a closed loop, EMF 0. Out of three vectors, if any two vectors are parallel, then EMF becomes 0. Here, due to this, there is no EMF. But see the three parameters, V sin theta, and B is into the board. V sin theta is in this direction, B into the board, L y-axis. So L, this is L, V sin theta, and B. All these three are perpendicular. Whenever all these three are perpendicular, then directly you write it as E is equal to BLV. B, as it is B here, L. V becomes, you write V sin theta. So this is the BVL sin theta equation of induced EMF. Otherwise, you can use V cross B rule. Direction of V cross B. V, B, and C. This is the V cross B. Okay, so V cross B. So otherwise, see, if three are perpendicular, you can write it as BLV sin theta. Okay, in the same manner, you try to find induced EMF here. See, this is the wire, or otherwise, they given the wire like this. and the field is into the board. You try the direction of, induced EMF. Now the wire moves like this. This is something theta with a speed v. Okay. Here the gap between these two is L. So write the equation of induced EMF for this diagram. See, in BVL, L is the displacement. It's not a distance. L is the displacement. Okay, distance between starting to the ending. Okay, don't think about this one as a L. L is the displacement vector. V cross B dot L bar. Nothing but that is not a distance. That is a displacement. So here B is into the board. Again, resolve V into some components. This becomes V cos theta, and here V sin theta. V sin theta L parallel. If any two are parallel, there is no EMF. So because of this, there is no EMF. But because of V cos theta and B and L, V cos theta, B, L, all these three are perpendicular. Just you observe it. V cos theta is perpendicular to L and B anyhow perpendicular to L. So EMF is equals to B, L, V nothing but here V cos theta. Okay, don't remember always like a V, BVL sin theta. It may be changes. So EMF is B, L, V cos theta. Okay, don't by heart like this VLP sin theta like that. Whenever three parameters are perpendicular, then EMF is BVL. Otherwise, you can follow V cross B dot L, identify the V cross B angle, identify the direction of V cross B with L and substitute, you will get the answer. So this is somewhat easy. Okay. And see, one more I am giving now. So this is the wire. This is A, something B, field is into the board. Let us give the name P, Q, and this length is given something L. R is the radius. And this wire is moving like this with a speed V. Then find the induced EMF in the given diagram. Find induced EMF. Wire is moving like this. Find induced EMF. Is it clear? Yeah, it's coming, no problem. To try this, field is into the board. Replace this semicircular wire with a rod. Okay, replace the semicircular wire with some wire of length L. And this wire is moving in this direction. B is into the board. Along Z axis. Wire is moving along X axis. Speed is along X axis. Length along X axis. Just you identify, just you replace this one with a wire. Whose length is L is equals to how much? 2R, R plus R, 2R. And this is moving with a speed V and it is in a inward field. See here also EMF is 0 because V, L. How V and L? They are parallel. V along this direction, L along horizontal in this direction. So these two are parallel. If any two are parallel out of BLV, then what is induced EMF here? EMF becomes 0. Very basic level of questions these are. So EMF is 0 because V, L are parallel. Here these are parallel, so EMF is 0. I'll give you one more. You take this. Or if you want to identify the direction of induced current, you can use V cross B rule, otherwise Fleming's right hand rule. So V cross B means, see, this is V. Okay. So, see, V, B. So EMF is in this direction. See, there is no EMF. There is no EMF means there is no induced current. If it is a closed coil, there will be an induced current. So right now, no EMF. Okay, we'll identify in the next problem. Yeah, I'll give you one more question. Again, semicircular wire whose radius is r, and there will be inward field. Now the wire moving upward, let us suppose, with a speed v. This is something P name, Q name, V is moving up. Then find induced EMF, and if possible, you try to identify the direction of induced current. Here there is no EMF, so no current. There will be a current sometimes, so in closed loops. Yeah, you try to identify this one. Find induced EMF and the direction of induced current. If they given something capital R as a resistance, we can write the equation of current also, induced current. Yeah, I think you got the answer maybe. So this is V, and B is into the board. B is into the board. V, see the fingers. V and B is into the board. V cross B. See the thumb. This will give direction of V cross B. Direction of V cross B nothing but direction of induced current. So this is direction of induced current. V B V B V B. B is into the board. Okay, V B. So direction of induced current is left side. Means we can replace this semicircular wire with a thin rod, and in which some current will flow like this. Okay, this side, and this is P, this is Q, and the magnetic field is into the board, and length is clear to R. So the EMF will be in this direction, means we can replace this rod with some battery. In electronic symbol, we can draw as a battery symbol. So the moving rod we can replace it by a battery. So this is positive, negative, and induced current P Q. Okay, and see the EMF. EMF is equal to B L V. B L nothing but 2R. V remains V. So B L V. So V B and L. See, all are perpendicular. L, this is L, and rod is moving up like this. V L B is into the board. See, all three are perpendicular to each other. So EMF is equals to 2BVR, and induced current is left side. Okay. If it is a closed coil, we can identify clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now this rod is replaced by a battery whose EMF which is equivalent to 2BVR, and this EMF we can write it as potential difference between these 2 points. So we can replace like this: Vp minus Vq, which is equivalent to 2BVR, because Vp is highest potential. This is at positive potential, this is at negative potential. Vp minus Vq is 2BVR. Otherwise, Vq minus Vp, we can write it as minus 2BVR. Okay. So this is at highest potential. Otherwise, you can write in a reverse manner. And this is equivalent to EMF. Okay. And see, VB. So direction of induced current is left side for this diagram. Otherwise, you can use Fleming's right hand rule. See the Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, don't confuse for these two rules. Better you can follow V cross B rule. That is better way. V cross B is very easy. V, B, and this thumb shows direction of induced current. Okay, VB, VB, and thumb shows direction of induced current. Otherwise, Fleming's right hand rule. See, field is into the board. Thumb will use motion of conductor, means speed, and this finger indicates direction of induced current. See, It is moving up, so direction of induced current is this side. So you can replace this rod with a battery. Okay. Now try one more question, one more example. I'll give you one more. See here, there is no wire here, only there is no wire here. Now you try one more one. The same thing. You try this. Same P, P, Q. See, there is no wire here. R. Field is into the board, but it is moving down with a speed V. Then do it fast. Check it. It's moving up, now moving down. Otherwise, you can take outward magnetic field if possible. Okay, they may give anything. Easy questions these are. Yeah, this is moving down. So use V cross B. This is V. These fingers V cross B. I am using V and B. B is into the board. B into the board, and see the thumb shows direction of induced current. If I use V cross B, then this shows direction of induced current. If I use Fleming's right hand rule, then again this shows direction of induced current. If I use Fleming's right hand rule, let me check with the two rules: V cross B rule, Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, you can follow any one according to your convenience. Now I am going to check with V cross B. Moving down, V, B. B is into the board. Into the board. If it is out of the board, you can put like this. Out of the board. Now the field is into the board. So direction of induced current is this side. Okay. And we can replace this with a rod whose length is 2R, carries current I, and we can replace with some battery, plus, minus, EMF, and this is P, this is Q, and C. Field is into the board, V cross B. Otherwise, Fleming's right hand rule. See, stretch the right hand like this. Now, if I put my finger like this, see. Now see, if I put my hands in this, fingers in this direction, field is into the board, and conductor is moving up, but conductor is moving down. So conductor is moving down. See, this will give the motion of the conductor. Conductor is moving down. If I place my hand in this direction, conductor is moving left, wrong. So conductor is moving down. See my hand. Conductor is moving down, and see the middle finger. Okay, middle finger. Direction of this middle finger will give the direction of the induced current. So the current is in this direction. Again, EMF is very clear. So E is equals to B V to R. Or you can write this one as a potential difference. So V1 is at highest potential Q. So VQ VP to BVR. Try one more. See, find induced EMF as shown in figure. Now the field is into the board. Field is into the board. Moves with a speed V. Let us take field is out of the board. Here wire is given. This wire also, one more wire. If I draw one, that means it will give field is out of the board. So no need to draw these many. If I put one cross, means the field is into the board. Yeah, identify the induced EMF here. Find induced EMF in that loop. Very simple logic. This is a closed loop. This is a closed loop. Then induced EMF becomes 0 because it is a closed loop. Otherwise, just you split up this loop into two parts. Okay. So anyhow, this is a closed loop. Net EMF becomes 0. Okay. Otherwise, see the above one. Above one will be replaced by what? Above this wire, P and this semicircular wire replaced by a straight wire. Okay. So coming to the above one. So this one is going to replace by one straight wire. Straight wire. Field is outward, moving up. Okay, I am drawing this one. This is P, length is same. Q, length is very clear. 2R, moving up, field is out. Then replace this one with a battery. Field is outward, field is this side. See, moving this. V cross B I am following. See, V, B. B is towards you. If it is inward, V cross B. Now B, V. So see the direction of the thumb. Thumb shows right side. Thumb shows right side means this wire is replaced by a battery like this. This is semicircular wire because VB. Otherwise, Fleming's right hand rule. See, Fleming's right hand rule. Magnetic field, and which side the conductor is moving? Upward. So conductor is moving up. Field, see the middle finger it shows right side. So this is the direction of the induced current. Now I am replacing this semicircular wire with this battery symbol. Okay, if you have any name, P, Q, something, this is S. So this is S. This is semicircular wire. And replace this one with one more wire. P, Q, and C. This is also moving up. Once it is moving up means this is also moving up with the speed V in outward magnetic field. So V cross B again. See, V cross B again. EMF is this side. So you replace this one with one more battery symbol. Because length is same, EMF will be same. So PQ. So here this wire is replaced by one battery symbol. That symbol looks like this. And here this also replaced by one more battery symbol. So if some current will flow in this direction, same amount of current will comes like this. So same amount of current because it is a closed loop. So these two currents cancel with each other. Therefore, what is the EMF? EMF becomes 0. So in a closed loop, EMF is 0. Now I will give you one more question. So next one is somewhat good question. Yeah, see the next one. Two circular rings, two circular conductors. Okay, circular rings. Okay, conductors these are. Okay, two circular rings. One ring whose radius is given R, which is moving with a speed something 2v. One more ring whose radius is 2r, moves with a speed v. This is v, this is 2v, and these two are in inward magnetic field. Okay, no need to draw all cross marks. Then find the potential difference between P and something Q. Find potential difference between P and Q. See the question. Find potential difference between these two. Circular conductors, those two are, one conductor of radius is R, moving left side, another one is 2R radius, moving right side, and both are subjected to the inward magnetic field. Now the target is to find potential difference between PQ as shown in figure. Now replace the first conductor with a battery and replace the second conductor with a battery, then you will get the answer. First conductor moves left, means motion of the conductor is left side and field is into the board. Then identify the EMF, means replace the semicircular wire with a battery symbol. See, conductor is V, this is V. V is into the board. V, see all these fingers V cross V rule. V, B, and thumb shows down. Thumb shows down means some induced current will flow down. So, here if I put any point P, some current will flow down. Some current flows down. Okay. Some current flows down means, here see the symbol. This is the symbol because current is flowing down. Okay. And see the EMF of this one. EMF of this. EMF of this one is B. V. What is V? 2V. L. What is L? L. L is length of this one. This one. This is L. Okay. So otherwise you can take this one. So L is nothing but 2R diameter. 2R. Then what is E? 4BVR. This is EMF. Now coming to this one. This is moving right side. Right side field is into the board. Field is into the board. Second conductor is moving right side, field is into the board, then thumb shows upward means this is direction of B cross B, nothing but direction of induced current. So you can replace with one more battery. One current is moving up, something Q. Now one current is moving up means see the battery symbol. This is plus, this is minus, and BVR. B, what is V? V. R. BVL. What is L? L is nothing but diameter of this circular conductor. Diameter of the circular conductor is 4R. So how much EMF? 4BVR. Then tell me, what is the EMF between PQ? PQ. If I take something any S, then which one is at highest potential? Directly we can identify. See, negative, positive, positive, negative, positive. See, these two cells are negative, positive, and negative, positive. See how these two cells are connected. These two cells are connected in series. You can add the EMF. So what is the EMF now? 4BVR, 4BVR. Directly we can expect the answer 8BVR because these two cells are in series. If this is in opposite direction, EMF becomes 0. Now what is the effective EMF? 8BVR is the induced EMF in this circuit. So 8BVR because minus positive plus minus plus series. These two cells are connected in series. Otherwise you can identify the value. See here this is at highest potential comparing to this. So you can write like this: Vs minus Vp, which is equals to 4BVR. Okay. And here which is highest potential? Q is highest potential. VQ minus Vs, because I'm taking Q, this is highest potential, 4BVR. Okay, then add these two things. Add these two. 1, 2. If I add, so Vs minus Vp plus VQ minus Vs, 8BVR. So Vs cancelled, VQ minus Vp is 8BVR. Vp minus VQ is minus 8BVR. Okay, so I am taking the magnitude here. Magnitude of induced EMF how much? 8BVR. Yeah. See, here I have taken a magnitude, so I got 8BVR, and finally I got Vp minus VQ is minus 8BVR. See here I have taken P starting better. You can take this P is the highest one, and this is something Q better. See I have taken P at the top, so P and Q. So change the PQ, PQ. So potential difference at the highest point of two circular rings. Because I have taken P here, so you can take the P and Q. Of course, same answer you will get. So anyhow, see one more good question. Yeah, next I am going to write one question now. So find magnitude and direction of induced current. Find magnitude and direction of induced current when a vertical ring falls. When a vertical ring falls as shown in figure. See here I am going to write the diagram. So I am going to draw a diagram here. Just you see the diagram. Here we have to find magnitude and direction of induced current when a vertical ring falls. And direction of identify direction of current in PQ. See the diagram. See this is the diagram. Field is into the board. Field is into the board and ring falls like this with a speed v. Ring of radius is r. Resistance is given r ohm. They given this diagram. So let me read the question once again. We have to find magnitude of induced current, direction of induced current when this ring falls freely. Okay, so indirectly they given these are the two frictionless rails. Okay, these are frictionless rails, and here they mentioned the name P and Q. And see, our target is to identify the direction of current in this PQ. Resistance of the ring is given R ohm. Resistance of the ring is given capital R ohm. Small r is the radius. Okay. So if this is at P, this is also P because same potential. This is Q. Okay, you know equipotential surfaces in electrostatics. Here replace this wire with some resistance. See, entire resistance, complete total resistance of the ring is R, and this we can replace like this. So this is the rail, and see I am going to replace like this. This resistance is how much? R by 2, and this resistance also R by 2, and replace this wire with a battery symbol. Tell me how to get the battery symbol. See, the wire is moving down. This is moving down. Length of this semicircular wire is 2R. Moving down, use the V cross B rule. VB. So direction of induced current is this side. So direction of induced current is right side. So this I am going to get. And observe this one. This is also moving down. Again, direction of induced current is right side. Okay, this have some EMF. Okay, and R by 2, R by 2. What is the total equivalent resistance? R equivalent is R by 2, R by 2 are parallel. So R by 2 into R by 2 by R by 2 plus R by 2. So how much the effective resistance? R by 4. R by 4. Effective resistance is R by 4. Okay. And see, this is P, this is Q. These two currents are entering here at Q. So the current flows from P to Q. Okay, and see here, this is Q, this is P. EMF is equals to B V L. What is L? 2R. Length is how much? 2R. Induced current. EMF by equivalent resistance. So EMF is 2BVR by R by 4. Induced current is 8BVR by R. And here outside of the circuit, direction of the current flows from Q to P. Q to P outside. Okay. So they are asking to find direction of induced current in PQ. So Q to P, direction of induced current is Q to P, because Q is at positive potential. Q to P, 8 BVR by R. Yeah, see the next one. So next one also I am going to give the same question with a small different diagram. Yeah, it's clean already. Now see the next question. Okay, so try this one. They given already. So if magnetic field of induction given, that is 2 Weber per meter square, and current is given 1 milliampere, and length they mentioned at 10 centimeter, then the speed of the loop, then the speed of the loop, so that the current in the loop, so that the current in the loop equal to 1 milliampere as shown in figure. Yeah, see the question. They given magnetic field, current and length and speed of the loop, so that the current in the loop, which is equivalent to 1 milliampere as shown in figure. See the diagram. They given this diagram. They given a square loop. See, this is the square loop. And these are connected to the some resistances. They given all resistances are same. 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 3, 3, and this is moves with a speed v they given, and this resistance also given, I think. So yeah, resistance of this one also given 1 ohm. Length is given 10 centimeter. Yeah, this loop is moving with a speed v. Try this. See, once this loop moves with a speed v, then some EMF will be set up. Okay, but here our target is to find out the speed of the loop. We have to move certain speed so that the current in the loop, which is equivalent to 1 milliampere. Okay, we need to find speed. Okay, that is possible by BLV, and induced current we know I is equals to what? BLV by effective resistance. So here you know the resistance of this loop. This is looks like a Wheatstone network. Okay, so Wheatstone network means C, PQRS. So you can remove this one. If this is removed, then 3 3 series 6, 3 3 series 6, 6 6 parallel, 6 into 6 by 6 plus 6, 36 by 12, 3. So effective resistance of this loop is very clear. How much is this? Effective resistance of the loop is 3 ohm. So you know already in Wheatstone network, if all resistances are same, effective resistance is equal to same. If all are 10, answer is 10. All are 5, answer is 5. Now all they have given 3, so the answer is 3. Effective resistance of this loop is 3 and resistance of this one is given 1. Now the total resistance is 1 and 3. So the total effective resistance is equivalent to 4 ohm. And due to the motion there will be a induced current, and that we can write it as BVL by equivalent resistance. Anyhow they given current. How much the current they given? Current is given 1 milliampere. So 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. Magnetic field is given 2 Weber per meter square, and length is given 10 centimeter. Okay, 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Effective resistance is 4. So 10 raised to minus 1, and V is equals to 2 into this 10 raised to minus 2 meter per second. So speed of the loop is 2 centimeter per second. Okay. So simple question. Here length L is given already. Now the speed. If the loop moves with a speed of 2 centimeter per second, then how much amount of current flows in the loop? 1 milliampere current flows in the loop if it moves with a speed of 10 centimeter per 2 centimeter per second. Okay. See one more. Now try one more question. Yeah, you try this one because I done so many. So they given one loop again. Now see the target. Find net induced EMF in the loop. Net induced EMF in the loop. And the second one, potential difference between the points P and Q, and Q and S, and P. So P and R as shown in figure. See the diagram already covered. You try this one. See the field is into the board. Field is into the board, and loop radius is given R. Loop resistance is R ohm. The names they given P. Here they given Q. Here R is the name, and here S moves with a speed V. See they given this diagram. Target is to find out EMF in the loop, net induced EMF, and potential difference between two points. Any 2 points you can find it. The loop is moving with a speed V as shown in figure. Yeah, try this one. Just apply the previous concept. Use the V cross B rule. Otherwise, to identify the direction, you can use Fleming's right hand rule, but no need to get here. This is a closed loop. Yeah, what is the net induced EMF? Net induced EMF becomes 0 because it is a closed loop. So the first one is direct answer. Net induced EMF is 0 because it is a closed loop. Now let me find potential difference between 2 points. Okay, so let me find first VP and VQ. So VP, VQ. This is the P and Q. See, this is R. This is also R. How much this one? Root 2R. And this is moves with a speed V. like this in an inward field, in inward magnetic field. So the rod is moves like this with a speed v, and the magnetic field is into the board, and length of the rod is clear, root 2 r. This is point p and point q. Point p, point q. Rod moves with a speed v. Here this is 90, this is how much, 45 degrees. If this is 45, this is also 45. So resolve v into some components. Resolve the v, speed of the, means motion of the conductor, into components. So v, and see, this is v cos 45. What is this? V sin 45. V sin 45. This is like a rod moving with certain angle theta, like BVL sin theta. So how much the EMF? EMF is equals to B V. What is V? V nothing but V sin 45, and V cos theta is the parallel component of the length, so no need to write. So BVL. What is L? L is root 2R. Okay, they are asking to find EMF, and so EMF, which is equivalent to B V sin 45, is 1 by root 2 BVR. Okay, so BV sin 45 into root 2R, length is BVL, so root 2R BVR, because 1 by root 2 cancel BVR. Okay, and see the potential difference, in what direction the field will be there. So V, this is V, field is into the board. Now which is highest potential? See, V cross B. V cross B means, see, this is the direction of V cross B. So induced current is in this direction. So in this direction means you can replace this rod with a battery symbol. So how we are going to replace this rod with a battery symbol? And here see, this is the positive terminal and negative terminal. Now this is a negative potential, this is a positive potential, PQ. So VP minus VQ becomes how much? Minus BVR, because Q is at positive potential. VQ minus VP equivalent to BVR. Now they are asking to find VP VQ minus BVR. Okay, we can write in length also, but no need. Okay, minus BVR, VP minus VQ. Try to find VQ minus VS. VQ minus VS. VQ minus VS. Q and S. Q and S. This semicircular wire just replace with the rod. So what is the length of this rod? 2R. Field is into the board and it is moving with speed V. See, all the three are perpendicular to each other. V, B, L. All are perpendicular to each other. Then how much the EMF? EMF is equal to BVL. BVL. L means how much? L nothing but 2R. And identify the direction of the induced current. Induced current is upward. VB. So V cross B represents upward direction. Now this can be replaced with a battery symbol, looks like this. So this is the EMF, and here the name, this is Q, this is S, which is at highest potential. Q is at highest potential, S. So VQ minus VS, which is equivalent to 2BVR. VQ minus VS. So VQ minus VS is 2BVR. Now coming to the VPVR, try it fast. VPVR. VPVR. Replace that semicircular wire with a rod. Earlier, just now we covered this one. So replace the semicircular wire with a rod. VPVR. That is replaced with a rod whose length is how much? Whose length is very clear, that is 2R. And see how it is moving. It is moving right side in a magnetic field B. So here these two are parallel to each other. If any two are parallel to each other, what is the net induced EMF? Net EMF is 0. So Vp minus Vr is equal to 0. Okay. Check the values.